Welcome back to Speak for Yourself. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers, who was surrounded by talk this offseason that his days in Green Bay could be numbered because of the drafting of Jordan Love. Wrong. Rodgers went off on the Vikings Sunday with 4 touchdown passes and over 350 passing yards for the season-opening win. LeVar's back with us, but Acho, did Aaron Rodgers send a message in their win Sunday?
He absolutely sent a message, but he sent a message that I didn't need to receive, but I think a lot of people, including head coach Matt LaFleur, did. Think about this. You go out there and you draft yourselves a first-round quarterback because you're like Aaron Rodgers has to some degree, be on the decline. But then Aaron Rodgers comes out and throws for 4 tugs, no picks, and dominates against the divisional opponent. He definitely sent a message, and the message is very simple. I am still in my prime to a degree. I am still a top 5 quarterback. I am still that man. And y'all wasted an entire pick trying to draft somebody else to prove that I wasn't. Think about this when y'all kick back and y'all have y'all's fantasy leagues and whatnot.
Chilling.
The Packers do not have a top 5, top 10 receiving core. Outside of Devontae Adams, y'all probably can't name 1 to 2 other receivers on the Packers.
What?
Yet here Aaron Rodgers is out here looking like superstars, like his receivers are all world. So he definitely sent a message. The message didn't necessarily need to be sent, but it absolutely got delivered.
Aaron Rodgers sent a message loud and clear, and it sent it to anybody that was watching that game, that he can beat you at your own game by playing your game. Think about that. Last year, coming into the offseason, throughout the offseason and going into the season, there seemed to be a tug-of-war between him and Matt LaFleur. There seemed to be a tug-of-war in terms of Aaron Rodgers the great, and now he has this young coach and first-year head coach, and is he going to buy in? And there seemed to be friction, dissension. But they won 13 games and one game away from the Super Bowl. But there still seemed to be this little friction. Then they go into this offseason, and we're saying, okay, how are they going to play next year? How are they going to buy into each other next year? Because there was a less of Aaron Rodgers last year that meant more of a team success. And what happened? They move up in the draft and draft Jordan Love, a player that can't help them this year and won't get on the field this year. And Aaron Rodgers had to feel slighted. But you know what happened in that game of tug-of-war between him and Matt LaFleur? He just let the rope go. He said, okay, no more tension. I'm buying in, but I could beat you at your own game and go out there and have a clean game, a great game, near perfect game. No sacks. We're talking about no interceptions, 4 touchdowns. And now Aaron Rodgers and his genius, and I'm not just talking about football genius, the dude's smart and snarky as hell, looking at y'all like, beating y'all quietly, playing your game. So I think that was the message. I felt it loud and clear.
No, it was not a message that was sent. And here's the thing, right? I remember on the date of August 13th, I said something to this effect. Run the tape. I could sit here and say, honestly, that's as good as me is Patrick Mahomes. There's a lot of quarterbacks underneath that list of guy that he just brought up in that situation.
You know, that's ether right there. So there was a point in time where people were like, you know, Jay-Z's the man, Jay-Z. Jay-Z even got bold enough to go at one Nostradamus. He went at my man Nas, right? But Nas was always great, and he was always there. But it was like, you know, Jay-Z was there. Jay-Z starts to blow up. Well, this was an ether game. He was telling y'all all along, I will not lose, right? Okay. But y'all wasn't paying attention. He was trying to tell y'all that I'm dope out here. Y'all, I was spitting my bars. Y'all just didn't want to pay attention to it. I told y'all he said that on April 13th, all right? The game took place yesterday. He did what he was supposed to do. Now all of a sudden we're trying to figure out if he was sending a message. No, the message has been there. Y'all just wasn't paying attention.
Y'all gonna rap lyrics. Y'all lucky we gotta go to break because I was about to go Jay-Z takeover and come back on that. We'll get to that next time.
Well, we'll have to wait.
Coming up, new season, same old Browns, Browns. We'll let you know if we were disappointed.
And parallels to the game of life. Bill Belichick, although he was never this publicly critical of Tom Brady, he could be more critical of Tom Brady. Why? Because they had a built-in relationship. Marcellus, my brother Sam Macho can call me up on the phone and be like, hey, E, I don't like what you did here, there, or in between. Because we have a built-in relationship. We got years. But let a stranger come in and give me that same phone call. Who are you? And why are you talking to me like that? You don't know me. So, Bruce Arians, when you sit here and publicly say it was on Tom Brady, that interception, or I don't know what Tom Brady was doing, or what Bruce Arians said even this morning, which we didn't run, is I don't know what Tom Brady didn't look like that in practice. He looked like the Tom Brady of old in practice. So it's weird to get into a ball game and see him look like that. Bruce Arians said everything they did, we were ready for. So if everything they did, you was ready for, you're exclusively blaming Tom Brady. The only job of a coach, ladies and gentlemen, is this. You want to make sure that when your players step onto the field, they don't see anything new. I was talking to my coaches back when I was in the league, and my Hall of Fame coach, he always said this. He said, look, Acho, he said, I just want to make sure that you have practiced everything. Because now I've done my job, I can wipe my hands. Yeah. That's what Bruce Arians said. Oh. He said, look, Tom Brady saw all the looks. So I don't know what's going on. Marcellus, I'm just wondering, how does BA gain anything by publicly criticizing the GOAT, especially when y'all ain't got that kind of relationship?
Well, look, if you listen to him in its entirety, he criticized everyone he thought made a damn mistake.
Did he criticize himself?
He actually did, because he said, look, he actually did. He said, I came into this year saying that we can win this division. I came into this year saying that the Saints have won it the last 3 years and they shouldn't be able to just mail it in. But we beat ourselves, and that's on me. Bruce Arians said that, but then he starts to talk about, how do we get a kick blocked? Look, you shouldn't let a guy beat you to the inside. If he's going to beat you, he can't beat you to the inside. We know that. How do you muff a kick return? He's like, look, dude, from high school they teach you never run backwards.
Don't run backwards.
Don't run backwards. So that's not on Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians is basically, he's trying to win the psychological game by saying, I criticize myself, I criticize all these players, and since you're the GOAT, I can't give you special treatment, and I'm going to have to criticize you as well. Let's move on to the new quarterback in New England, Cam Newton, who gave the Patriots offense a different look than the Brady years. Cam rushed for 2 touchdowns to help beat the Dolphins. Cam's 75 rush yards was the most by a Patriots quarterback in over 4